Is this a satisfying revenge story? Let's find out. Hello Fanatics, I'm Dylan Phillips and this is the Film Fanatic Review bringing you Peppermint, starring Jennifer Garner, John Gallagher Jr., and Juan Pablo Raba. First, we'll tell you what the movie is about, and our initial thoughts. Then we'll move on to our spoiler-free likes and dislikes. We'll finish up with some spoiler-heavy thoughts on this film, and our final word. Peppermint follows the story of a young mother who awakes from a coma after a deadly attack, and with nothing to lose, goes after the people that stole her life from her. Overall, this was an entertaining popcorn flick that has enough action, charm, and emotion to carry its generic story. For what I liked about this film, let's start off with the protagonist. The film hinges on the protagonist being able to connect with the audience with the situation that she's in. The woman has to be believable, not only as a strong and loving mother figure, but at the same time as a badass that can deliver the karma needed against the people that wronged her. She's not some sociopath that becomes obsessed with murder, but a grief-stricken woman who's forced to take actions into her own hands, and what's stronger than a mother's love? That is why this is the perfect role for Jennifer Garner. She's always been typecasted as the motherly figure, from Love, Simon to The Odd Life of Timothy Green, but she started off on a show called Alias, which for 5 seasons showed that she was a badass in her own right, and I'm surprised that it took so long for her to finally be back in an action thriller. She's able to move between the scenes seamlessly, from being the loving mother in one scene to the badass in the other, and it never phases us. The interesting thing about revenge thrillers is that they're always trying to navigate a very fine line. On one side, they act as a cathartic experience that allows the audience to watch a victimized protagonist deliver justice to those who destroyed their life. But on the other side, it tries to justify such immoral acts for the sake of saying that bad actions are acceptable against worse people. The story is entertaining thanks to its intense action sequences and touching emotional moments. This is seen through the director's ability to blend action and dark comedy, in keeping up with both a great tone and pacing for this film. However, the story of Peppermint is fairly generic and predictable, as it's a mother who's going after a drug cartel. Thankfully, it narrowly avoids the white woman killing people of color trope by adding in corrupt officials that wronged her and her seeking justice against them as well. And the story does play it a little safe in the gore and violence department, as it tones it down from what John Wick was, and it could have benefited a little bit more from having a few more shocking moments. And that's where I'll end our spoiler-free thoughts on this film. If you want to hear our final word or rating of this film, pause now and click the link in the description, because now it's time for spoilers. First off, I've been very surprised by the largely negative reviews that are surrounding this film. Sure, it isn't the next John Wick, and it doesn't revolutionize the revenge thriller genre, but for a summer movie, it's entertaining enough, and the action and emotion help sustain its story. And the best scenes to me were the Christmas festival, the suburban mom, the pinata warehouse, and the mansion attack. So, with the thoughts heard, here's our final word. Peppermint is a by-the-books vigilante action thriller that finds itself saved by some motherly love. While the story is safe and predictable, filled with old offensive archetypes and tropes, the commanding presence of Jennifer Garner and the brutal action sequences make this a satisfying revenge tale. This film is exactly what you'd expect from a film in this genre, so I'm gonna give Peppermint a 7. Thanks everyone for watching our review. Are you planning on seeing Peppermint? Or if you've already seen it, do you have something to add? What did you think of the story? Let us know in the comments below. I'm Dylan Phillips and this has been the Film Fanatic Review. If you liked this video and you want to see more, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Check out our latest Fanatic 5 video where we discuss the top Jason Statham roles. Don't forget to follow us on our social media. And until next time, Fanatics, keep it real.